There is a relationship between the value of the marginal propensity to consume and the marginal propensity to save. This short video will look at that relationship as well as show you how you can calculate one from the other. The relationship between the marginal propensity to consume and the marginal propensity to save is the marginal propensity to consume plus the marginal propensity to save is equal to 1. And so, for example, we might have the marginal propensity to consume being 0.70 and the marginal propensity to save 0.30, and if we added those two together, we'd end up with them being equal to 1. The reason for this relationship is that if we go back to the definitions of both the marginal propensity to consume and the marginal propensity to save, what we're really saying is how much of an additional dollar does a person spend or save. So this means that when we talk about a marginal propensity to consume, for example, we're really talking about how much out of $1 does the person save. Well, this has to be some number less than 1, and if we're also talking about the marginal propensity to save, it too is a measurement out of $1, so the sum of them has to equal 1. It's like saying that a person spends 70 cents out of an additional dollar and saves 30 cents out of an additional dollar, and so the sum of those two numbers have to be 1. You can't save or spend more than a dollar out of an additional dollar of additional income. So how do we go about calculating, for example, the marginal propensity to consume from the marginal propensity to save? The formula is the marginal propensity to consume is equal to 1 minus the marginal propensity to save, or MPC is equal to 1 minus MPS. The first step is to write down the formula 1 minus MPS, substitute in the marginal propensity to save, or MPS, into the formula, and then subtract the MPS from 1. So let's look at an example. So for example, the marginal propensity to save is 0.30. So what is the marginal propensity to consume? The first step is to write down the formula. MPC is equal to 1 minus MPS. Since the marginal propensity to save is 0.30, we're going to substitute in 0.30 for the marginal propensity to save. Next, we're going to subtract 0.30 from 1, leaving the MPC to be 0.70. So the answer is the marginal propensity to consume is 0.70. We can also calculate the MPS from the MPC. The marginal propensity to save can be calculated if we know the marginal propensity to consume. The formula that we use is the marginal propensity to save is equal to 1 minus the marginal propensity to consume, or the marginal propensity to save is equal to 1 minus the marginal propensity to consume. First step is to write down the formula 1 minus MPC. Second, substitute in the MPC into the formula. 3, subtract the MPC from 1. Let's look at this problem. The marginal propensity to consume is 0.70. So what is the marginal propensity to save? First step is to write down the formula. Second step is to locate the marginal propensity to consume, in this case 0.70. Substitute in 0.70 into the formula. Subtract 0.70 from 1, leaving 0.30. So the answer is the marginal propensity to save is 0.30.